While cold plunging has gained a lot of popularity recently, people have been using the benefits of cold plunging for hundreds of years, possibly even thousands. These benefits include speeding up muscle recovery, possibly boosting your immune system, and even offering mental clarity. Polar Monkeys sent us 2 of their models of cold plunges, so today I'm going to plunge into all the details about these icy plunges. Let's get right to it. What's up everybody, it's Jake back at the BarBend Garage Gym, and for today's video I have 2 cold plunges from Polar Monkeys. In this review, I'm going to take you through all the details about these cold plunges, from the price, the features, the pros and the cons, as well as who should or maybe should not buy one of these. But before I get going, we've reviewed a lot of cold plunges on BarBend.com, so if you want to browse our best list, just go ahead and search BarBend best cold plunges and you can find out for yourself which ones we like the best. Okay, so once again, I have 2 different models of their cold plunges, the Portal, which is behind me, and the fiberglass brain pod, which I'm sitting on right now. So the Portal and the Portal LE, which stands for limited edition because it has a graphic on it, those are gonna vary in how you want them to look, which is pretty cool in my opinion. So ours is black, but you can also get it in regular steel. All their models are 2 feet wide or so and right around 2 feet tall. But with the Portal and the Portal LE, you can either have them be 4 feet long or 6 feet long. That's gonna be really nice for anybody who's well over 6 feet tall. You're probably gonna be interested in one of those bigger models. My favorite though has to be this brain pod. It's made from fiberglass, so it's gonna be more comfortable in my opinion to sit in instead of that steel tub. But it also has a limited edition monkey graphic on the side, which I just think it looks really cool and makes it look pretty unique in my opinion. I would be doing y'all a major disservice if I did not mention that these are more affordable than some competition out there. I'm not talking about saving a couple $100. I'm talking about saving thousands of dollars compared to that competition, minus their Star Treatment model, which is their most luxurious one. Don't worry, I'll dig into the price in just a minute. Now, the chiller on the side is gonna get your water down to 36 degrees without needing any ice whatsoever. But it's also gonna double and turn this plunge into a hot tub with temperatures reaching up to 103 degrees without having to pay anything extra like some other companies are gonna have to make you do. The filter and the ozone generator are gonna keep your water clean from any bacteria, but you should still probably drain your water every now and again. And that's pretty easily done because the drain does have a hose hookup. That way you can direct all your water away from your electrical outlet as well as your electrical components, and just for your own safety, that's a nice little touch right there. And lastly, it's super easy to set up. Once you have your pump, chiller, filter all connected and it's plugged in, just simply toss in your hose, let it fill up with water. And from there, all you have to do is set the temperature where you want it, and it's just smooth sailing after that. Okay, so I know I just said a lot of great things about these cold plunges, but there's still a few things that some people might not be too crazy about. Let's talk about the money first. I know I just got done saying you could be saving a couple $1,000s if you were to go with one of these models compared to some other companies, and that's still true, but it's still a luxury item and you still need to be prepared to spend around $2 grand even on their cheapest model. If that's something you just don't want to do, or maybe you don't think you're not gonna use it enough for that price tag, you could always toss in some water and ice into your bathtub at home, or maybe even a trash can, preferably a clean one, but I'm not gonna tell you what to do with your life. You also don't have any accessories that are thrown in with your original purchase, and that's including the insulated cover. Don't worry, I'll dig into what all those accessories are in a minute and how much they cost, but just know that it is gonna increase that original price tag. The wood and fiberglass models are pretty durable, but it's probably not gonna be as durable as an acrylic tub would be. And they're not really that big, but you're still gonna need at least around 10 square feet of space, which could definitely be a problem for some people. Okay, so if you head over to the Polar Monkeys website, you'll find all the models that they have available for purchase. The brain pod is listed right around $3,500. I know that's still a pretty good chunk of change, but once again, this does double as a hot tub. You don't have to pay extra for that. Some other companies are gonna make you pay extra for that feature, and some of them even charge nearly $5 grand for a tub that only features cold water, so it's a pretty big bargain in my opinion. The Portal and the Portal LE, once again, there's some variety in terms of your size. that's gonna change the price. And with the regular version of the Portal like we have, you have two different options, either regular steel or black, like we have behind me right here. Now, the 4-foot long regular steel build, that's gonna be right around 2,200 bucks, while the 6-foot long regular steel version, that's gonna be around 2,700 bucks. The 4-foot long black one's gonna cost you about $2,400. And 6-foot long black Portal, that's gonna be around 2,900 bucks. Portal LE only comes in black with the monkey graphic on the side, which is pretty sweet once again. So that 4-foot long model is gonna be around 2,800 bucks, while the 6-foot one, that's gonna be around $3,200. The Star Treatment model is their most luxurious model they have, and you're also gonna have to pay for that. It's gonna be right around $8 grand. That's a pretty good chunk of change as well. But, you know, the pump, filter, chiller, everything's within the actual framework of the tub, so you don't have to see it. It's probably gonna be easier to assemble it, and you can even control your temperature settings from your phone. So that more luxurious experience, like I said, might be worth the price tag. Okay, so let's talk about the build now with these plunges. That's gonna change depending on which one you decide to go with. So let's talk about the Brain Pod first. Once again, it is made from fiberglass. It's right around 5.5 feet long, just, you know, maybe a shade under 2 feet tall. And with your plumbing, your chiller and everything, it's a little over 4 feet wide. It weighs 140 pounds when it's empty and right around 600 pounds when it's full. You know, remember, the Portal and the Portal LE are available in both 4 feet and 6 feet long. They're gonna be right around 2 feet tall as well. And with, you know, your plumbing and everything, a shade over 4 feet. So the 4-foot long tubs weigh right around 100 pounds when they're empty and around 800 pounds when they're full, while the 6-foot long tubs weigh 120 pounds when they're empty and about 1,000 pounds when they're full. The Star Treatment model, once again, it's made from wood. All your plumbing and everything is within the actual tub itself. So it's 7 feet long, 2 feet tall, and 2 feet wide. And it's gonna weigh around 340 pounds when it's empty. And I don't know how much it weighs exactly when it's full, but I think it's pretty safe to assume it's gonna be well over 1,000 pounds. Now, the cool thing about the chiller is that you don't have to pay anything extra to get your water to cool off or get hotter at a faster rate. It's all the exact same regardless of which model that you decide to go with. Now, these aren't small, they're not necessarily huge, but you could still run into a spacing issue because you're gonna need around 10 square feet of space. So just keep that in mind. You know, if you don't have that available space, you know, you could find some companies that feature a plunge that resembles a barrel, but in my personal opinion, I think you could run into the issue of some heat pockets being formed in your legs from them not being fully extended, and that's something you don't have to worry about with any of these tubs. So let's talk about those accessories that I mentioned earlier. Remember, none of these come with your original purchase, so you're gonna have to add these on when you're going to check out. So this is gonna include the insulated cover, a GFCI extension cord, as well as a smart plug. Now, if you don't know what a GFCI extension is, essentially your plunge is gonna be plugged into that cord, and then that cord is gonna get plugged into your outlet. This is gonna, you know, prevent any electrical shock, maybe even some fire. So for your own safety, I definitely just snagged that. It's only about 35 bucks. It's worth getting. If you plan on plunging outside, you know, I highly doubt you want some bugs and grass and everything getting into your tub. So you're gonna want this insulated cover. It's right around 450 bucks. It's also gonna help you keep your temperature, you know, locked in. The ozone generator, that's gonna be kind of essential in my opinion as well, because it's gonna help you keep your water clean. That's right around $400. Might just want to go ahead and get that as well. And really the only thing that I would consider maybe not necessary is the smart plug. So what this does, it allows you to, you know, pair it up with your phone. You got to download the CASA app. This is going to allow you to set a timer or a schedule to turn your plunge on and off every day, but you can't control the temperature settings. So once again, that's probably why I wouldn't consider it necessary. It's going to be around 55 bucks. Now, if you ever need to purchase any new parts for your existing plunge, you can definitely do so. So there's a hose that connects the pump to the chiller. That's gonna be around 50 bucks. A new chiller itself is around 2 grand, and a new pump is gonna be around $100 or so. And instead of a light being built into the actual plunge itself, Polar Monkeys is gonna toss in a submersible light, which is actually pretty cool in my opinion. You just untwist it. There's 3 AAA batteries that go in here, and it comes with a remote. That way you can completely customize which color you want, kind of add some ambiance to your plunging experience. And you don't receive any type of water treatment package. There's nothing to purchase on their website. So if you don't need chlorine or anything to really keep that water crystal clear, you're gonna have to go add that on for yourself. And it doesn't come with a skimmer net to get any lingering debris out. So I went and got this one from Walmart. It's only a couple bucks. I'd suggest you doing the same. It gets the job done pretty well in my opinion. All right guys, let's do a quick walk around with both of these cold plunges. I'm gonna start with the Brain Pod. As you can see, we do have that limited edition monkey graphic on the front that I've been talking about. It's also gonna be featured on the Portal LE. It's just really cool in my opinion. It's pretty unique and I haven't seen any other cold plunges like that. So once again, the Brain Pod is made from fiberglass, nice and comfortable to sit in. It's more comfortable than the Portal in my opinion. Don't worry, I'll dig into those details in a second. Obviously, I have my toys right here. Makes it a little bit more fun and enjoyable. But I'm gonna talk about this light right here. This is a submersible light. You do have a remote that comes with it. Simply cut it on and you have a lot of color options for you to work with here. So, you can pick whatever color you want and just simply set that down into your plunge and it's gonna light up the water at night. It's pretty cool. Now, you also have your drain as well as a jet on the side of the plunge right here. That jet's gonna circulate the water and keep it from becoming stagnant, which you definitely don't wanna happen. So let's come around back now, and this is where all your hardware is gonna be. Let's start with the chiller. This thing takes up a good amount of space, but it's awesome. Like I said, it goes down to 36 degrees, goes up to 103 degrees. It's really easy to use. All you have to do is press the set button, select your desired temperature, and then that's it. It's gonna take care of everything else on its own, which is pretty awesome. Now, this box right here, you might wonder what that is. Well, don't worry, I'm gonna tell you. All of your cords are gonna wanna go in here. It's where you're gonna want everything to be. This way, you don't have to worry about anything becoming damaged from any type of water at all. It's gonna stay nice and dry. It's where your ozone generator, it's where you're gonna wanna put it, just for your own safety. In the beginning, all your cords are gonna go in this black box right here, and that's gonna help, but I would definitely just recommend using this box, even if you don't purchase the ozone generator, just, for safekeeping, keep everything nice and dry. Pretty simple, just toss that back on, clamp all these down, and you're good to go. Now, your filter is right here, as well as your pump, and you can see that hose connects the pump to the chiller. But over here, you do have that drain. If you want to drain your water, it's really easy to do. There's a little knob, you just twist it, water's gonna flow out, but you can connect your hose and it's gonna make that even better. All that water is gonna get directed completely away from everything here, which is really nice. You don't have to worry about any of this getting wet, which is pretty cool. Now, let's transition to this portal right here. We have the 6-foot long portal. Once again, it does come in 4 feet. I gotta say, in my time with both of these models right here, this definitely felt colder when I was in it. They're both 36 degrees, but sitting on this steel, it just felt colder overall, in my opinion. It's also half a foot longer, and it does seem to be a little bit taller, so you're gonna be sitting deeper in that water. I'm not gonna bring you around back because basically everything is the exact same, but I just wanted to highlight it a little bit. And remember, we have the black one, also comes in regular steel, and that Portal LE would have that monkey graphic right here on the front. Okay, so who should purchase a cold plunge from Polar Monkeys? Well, if you're looking for a designated cold plunge that can actually double as a hot tub, I think you'll be really happy that you can't go wrong with any of these models because you do get that hot water and you're gonna be paying, a discounted price compared to some other competition. Because of the filter and the ozone generator, your water is gonna stay relatively clean, which is really nice. You still might wanna throw in some chlorine to help you out, but it's nice knowing that those things are gonna help keep your water clean. And especially with the insulated cover, it's gonna keep out debris, grass, bugs, whatever it may be, while also, keeping that temperature locked into place and helping out that chiller a little bit, which is also gonna be what's really driving that temperature. So that's really nice. No more bags of ice. I think you all are gonna really enjoy that. And if you want to plunge when it's dark outside, you definitely can. The submersible light is really cool in my opinion. Got a little color options you can work with, and it's just gonna add to that ambiance. Okay, now what about the people who might not want to purchase one of these cold plunges? Well, really, there's just a couple things you got to think about. Let's talk about the money. Yeah, I've said it a couple times. You're gonna be saving money compared to some competitors, but you still have to be prepared to spend at least $2,000. That's something you just simply don't want to do. You know, you could absolutely still use your bathtub, fill it up with some water and ice, or maybe even a trash can, but like I said earlier, use a clean one. And the dimensions, you know, they're not too bad, but you still need at least around 10 square feet of space. And if you don't have that much available space, well, then it's just simply not gonna work out for you. And also, you know, if you're really particular about your materials, you might not be too thrilled that none of these models are available in acrylic, which could technically last you longer than any of the ones that are available. Well, that's about all I have for y'all today on the Polar Monkeys Cold Plunge. You know, once again, we do have the Portal and Brain Pod models, but you can't really go wrong with any of the models that they have because they do feature the exact same pump, filter, and chiller, and they're gonna feature the same exact temperature range from 36 degrees up to 103 degrees. And you're gonna be saving some money even though you have to add on the accessories compared to some other competition, minus that Star Treatment model, which once again is more luxurious. It's made from wood, and you know, all the hardware is hidden out of sight, which is pretty nice. Thanks for watching, y'all. I hope this video was really helpful and that I was able to answer some questions about Polar Monkeys and the cold plunges that they have available. Stay tuned for my next review, but for now, head over to barbend.com and you can read more about these two specific models and the other ones that I've mentioned. Just search BarBend Polar Monkeys Cold Plunge Review and all the details will be there for you. I'll see y'all next time.